Hey guys, let's hit a thrift store, shall we? So we're hitting this one. This is our local thrift store. Check it out. See what they've got on a Saturday in June 2023. Okay guys, here's where I'm going to have to start talking over because they're blaring some loud Christian rock and I don't want to get a copyright strike. They have a food pantry that they keep stocked really well and it serves a lot of the community. Here we are in the LP section. They have a lot more going on than when I was there last. They only had that one stand-up bin with records in it, and now they've got them peeling out and pouring all over the place. I hate it when people leave stuff like this. It's kind of annoying. So I'm going to move my cart and grab a chair and start going through the records. Oh, that table looks lovely too. We'll have to work on that one as well. There's a bunch of CDs and different crap there. All right, so basically I'm going to kind of go through this quickly because I have a lot to look through and not any of it's really that good. There's a lot of Christian music there. There's a lot of older sets. Hey, DVDs. So we're going to kind of take a peek at that, kind of go real quickly through these. Here we go. So here I found a Milo Brothers. It was a 10-inch vinyl on Decca. It looked kind of interesting, so I grabbed it and checked it out. It's not in bad shape, so I picked it up. Then there's a second 10-inch right next to it, which I believe was a funk and R&B, so I grabbed that one as well. I want you guys to let me know if I miss anything. I mean, I am going through these pretty quickly, but if you think of anything that I should have grabbed, please put it in the comments. So Mary and I have this strict policy where we try to leave a place better than we found it. We've been working with this thrift shop for a while. In fact, we had that basement video. This was their place in the other building. And I just try to make sure that I'm putting things away and keeping them organized. And they let me pretty much just run through the place without any trouble. More than people who go through these records and just kind of trash them. It's like, have a little respect. Nothing else, have respect for the place you're in. So after a little bit more bitching about the condition that people leave the store in, I continued on and checked out what they had, trying to get them organized, back flipped around where they belong, etc. So just trying to, you know, like I said, leave it better than I found it. So we go through the rest of these, and you guys can slow this down if you want to get a better idea of what I'm looking at. That's fine. I don't mind at all. And we're going to go through this, finish up, move on. Well, the record doesn't look that bad. Then I went through a box of cassettes, and I found some sealed media, mostly country, but there were some good titles in there. So anything that's sealed and new like that, I grab it and throw it up on eBay or even Amazon. It sells pretty good. So even more, common titles like Alan Jackson or whatever. That's cute. I have a project already, I don't need that. There's more media over here. Then I went ahead and scanned through the DVDs, found some PC games, but they were for older systems, so I really didn't even pick them up. Okay guys, you see the condition of this table? I can't take it. So once I get done with this box, I'm going to go through and try to just go through things and organize at the same time. There's no reason to leave a table like this. People need to grow up and just respect the area you're in. Okay, end of rant. So I came across Paul Simon's Greatest Hits CD, which looked like it would be a pretty good choice because I have sold it before and I sold it for good money. And so took a look at it and I was like, oh crap, it is scratched to heck and back. I was trying to give it an assessment, look at it, show it to the camera a little bit here where I'm like, look at that. And I thought, well, maybe I could buff that out with the JFJ. But the more I looked at it and then finally got a good look at the front of it, or the top of it, I can show you here where you see all those little pinholes. Those go right through the foil and it's going to skip because that's damaged inside the foil. Alrighty, after my little stint with the media, I decided to go check out some of the electronic piles and tables they had. The keyboards weren't anything really impressive. There weren't any ergonomic ones there, and a lot of them were either, original e-waste that comes with whatever computer. Now that boombox was cute, but they wanted $10 for it, and without knowing if it worked or not, and not having the time to test it, and having plenty of projects, let's add, I decided against it. CD player, or DVD player, I should say. They have a lot of printers. I was kind of impressed with the amount of printers they had, but nothing I really needed. And monitors, and they had a broken overhead projector down there with a glass. It was like you had to be careful when you walked by it, because somebody had definitely busted the glass there. Also, there was some scanners, some, I want to say routers, things like that, but nothing really, monitors are a dime a dozen, and I have plenty of my own. Again, more printers and some other miscellaneous equipment there. This one monitor up there on the right, upper right there, that thing was thick and huge, and I'm just like, why is this monitor so massive? And I almost grabbed it just to test it and play with it, but I didn't look it up, and I need to, so I'll do that. There's the shot for you. You want to take a look at it and tell me if I should go back and get it or not. It was kind of just so big. It just kind of blew me away how thick it was. I was like, what is this thing, a touch screen or something weird? I don't know. Anyway. Move along to some more phones, sorted stuff. Just nothing that really, tickled my fancy. So this is a pretty good idea of how big the building is that they're in. Now they got a huge old grocery store, and the carpet's down because it was actually, before they bought it, it was also a thrift store, but they bought it from the church that had it and moved their stuff in, and they got all the shelves and things, which is nice. A lot of stuff is just left laying around up here. I know people will kind of put things wherever they want to. That's just a TI-30 calculator. It's not worth anything. But it's just, there's kind of a rhyme and reason, but there's not. So it's kind of like you gotta look at everything. I think that was a portable pencil sharpener or something I was looking at. Yeah, I think it is. It looked like a pencil sharpener anyway. If it's something that I don't know what it is, let me know, but I didn't think it was worth $5. Okay guys, so now we're going to head back to the register area and check out. I have a ton of stuff to do this afternoon outside while it's nice, so take a look at all these clothes though. If I were a clothing person, I mean, there's some nice stuff here, I'm sure there is, but I am not that person, so if you clothing people want me to go back and look at something specific that you saw here, let me know. They got a big area though. They got furniture, toys, they've just got all sorts of stuff. But it's a cool store, and if you get a chance, you should probably go check it out if you're in the area. It's called Mosaic. I find stuff there all the time. Sometimes great stuff, sometimes not so great stuff. It just depends. Okay, we spent a total of, here's a receipt, 20 some bucks. Let me look. 23 something. I rounded up to 25 bucks. I got the records. And again, these aren't huge sellers, but they do sell a little bit, and I like to listen to them. Sound effects. I got the Mills Brothers Greatest 1 and 2, and I got that Olivia album. I also got a couple of 78s, or no, sorry, they're 10-inch 33s. Mills Brothers and the back room piano. That is sealed. There's a Schoolhouse Rock I picked up, but I didn't show you guys. It's a 2 DVD set, which is cool. Picked this up because I still believe it's out of print, unless they started making it again, and a bunch of CDs that you guys pretty much saw. This one turns out to probably be the best money right there. But I'll let you know when I get it listed, because I looked it up and it was okay. It was okay. So there we go. And now I'm going to go get lunch. And sanitize my hands. Two hip kicks.